Blah. Oh, just climbed a very, very, very steep hill as I go for what is sometimes my daily walk. It doesn't always get to be my daily walk. And once I get to this part of the walk, I start to think about Seinfeld. And the reason why is I walk by this house that has this incredible porch, and it makes me think of a Seinfeld episode idea that I just personally find amusing and I want to share with you. Now, obviously, this is an idea that will never come to be or exist. So instead of just letting it be my own personal amusement, why not share it with other people who may find it funny? I think it's hilarious. Basically, it involves George. It's a George story where he is on a walk, obviously like this, which inspired the episode, and he passes by a beautiful front porch, and he just falls in love with it. It's everything that he wants in a porch, and that's what he tells to Jerry, of course. And the idea is that someone clearly owns the house, but he wants to spend time on this porch, so he cooks up one of his George schemes. I'll befriend the people and just hang out on the porch and enjoy the porch by becoming friends with these people who, it's just whatever. So he does that. He knocks on the door and cooks up some ridiculous, yarn about how their porch is good for bird watching or something. And they happen to, well, we're bird watchers, so that's perfect. Some ridiculous thing. They always do that in Seinfeld. And we're actually about to pass by the house in the front porch that inspired this idea. So I'm going to very subtly show it to you. I don't want to be a super creeper here. So here is the porch in question. This is what I imagine in the episode. As you can see, there it is. Look at this beautiful slate porch. Very, very nice, right? That's the porch. That's the house. So George knocks on the door, meets the people. And so he sets up the date. He goes over there, and everything's fine at first. He's enjoying the porch that he wants so much. People are trying to make conversation, and George, they are just secondary to George, who is just absorbed in what is essentially solidary activities in a social setting at someone else's house, because the Seinfeld people are generally very rude people. And then the worst thing ever happens. It starts to rain. Rain clouds roll in. It begins to rain. They have to go inside. So now George is separated from his beloved porch, but now he has to sit with the people and continue on this charade of friendship. And he finds out that the people are actually super duper annoying. I'm about to sneeze. The people are super duper annoying. They are insufferable. He can't stand being around them. And now here he is stuck inside, but he can't let the porch go. He loves the porch too much, even though the people suck. So, he chases the dragon, right? He goes again. And every time he goes back to the house to hang out on the porch, there's some act of weather that prevents them from being outside, and they have to go inside, and George has to suffer inside. And he's like looking out the window. There's raindrops rolling down the window, and they're like playing Parcheesi or something. And finally, George checks the weather in advance. Everything's going on George's side, and he goes back there one last time, and of course some sort of Seinfeldian thing happens, and then it's doom 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 doom, that whole thing. And that's it. That's my idea. I just love the idea, the hook of wanting to enjoy a porch and the weather preventing that, and then being trapped with people that you don't like and that you're using their house for. I just think that's such a Seinfeld thing, and we'll never get to see it, but use your imagination and try and imagine what it would look like from this video. So thank you. Tune in next time with more thoughts on my walks. Bye.